Welcome, Guardian Scholars. Week 1 is over and we're moving on to week 2. So again, you can get there by clicking on modules, and particularly if you're using Canvas on your phone, you'll really want to click on modules to navigate your way through the class. So from the web browser though, week 2, we'll click right there and that'll open up week 2 for us immediately. By the way, if it ever gets hard to see things, you can collapse all, expand all. But we're going to work through week 2 now. So I started off with just a little text thing. There's nothing you can click on here. Just remember that if you have not signed up for a benchmark conference for level 0, that's 20 points for English 91. It is our support class, but the whole purpose of it is to help you be successful in English 1A. So you get credit just for meeting with me and asking questions and getting clarification and that kind of thing, so I can support your success. So it doesn't say it's due until the 25th, but you can't wait till the 25th to sign up for a conference. So please do show up, and hopefully I can help you along. So we are going to have our first Monday Zoom class this Monday on the 22nd, and our focus is going to be on summarizing, responding, and essay structure. And so as usual, it's going to be 1 hour, really kind of tight. I'll probably spend about 15-20 minutes on each of those topics, and then I'll have an open Q&A session at 11:30 to answer additional questions that you might have. If you cannot make it for any reason, whether it be your Wi-Fi broke down or you got called into work or whatever happens, never fear. I always have that asynchronous alternative. So if you click on that, you'll see that the video recording will be posted when it's available, and what I'm going to ask you to do is to take notes on and then submit those notes. So you'd click submit assignment, and you could do a file upload, text entry. If you take handwritten notes, you can upload photos. You can also attach them by uploading an image that way as well. So there's lots of ways to do it. I really want to accommodate you as much as I can, and help you still get everything you can out of this class. So we will always have a weekly reflective journal. Typically it's going to be every Tuesday, but since last week we had the holiday, I kind of moved things around. So that weekly reflective journal, this one has a little bit longer of a video. It's a 12-minute video, but it's fantastic, and it's really about surviving online classes with the wonderful Thomas Frank from College Info Geek. So you're going to watch that and then write for about 15 minutes about taking classes online. Think about what Thomas Frank's 5 tips were, and then about challenges to online learning that you're concerned about that maybe Thomas Frank doesn't address. And so, that's your reflection for this week. Then you're going to have Research Quest Level 0. This was something that I was hoping to do as a group activity, but because of the holiday, I decided just to make it a one-on-one activity. However, if you have some buds in the class that you want to do this with, you absolutely can do it with a partner or several partners if you want to. The main thing is I don't want you to take more than 30 minutes on this activity. Normally I would try to do something like this in person. I would give you 30 minutes and you would just do what you could with that time. So I kind of want you to do the same thing. Set a timer, 30 minutes, and the idea is to really familiarize yourself with the resources at RCC. We're going to have other research quests. We'll have one for each level that are going to get you looking at different kinds of research sources, but this is a little good kind of warm up. I also gave you a little hint, a little head start on it, which is that if you go to student support, most of the things you need to find can be found within that part of the website. So you're just going to look at scenarios that students might encounter, and then your job is to kind of provide solutions for Juan, Becca, Mark, Maria, and Gavin, my made-up students. All right. I will be talking about summarizing and responding in class, but I have some short videos that give additional help and kind of more ways of looking at summarizing and responding that can help you. All of that is intended to help you with the writing sprint and the metacognitive reading log that you are due at the end of the week. So just be aware that those are supporting what you're doing with other assignments. Zoom Study Room, we're going to focus on writing sprints and we're going to have a reading workshop. So please make sure you have your Street Life book with you. We'll be getting into chapter 18 and possibly some other chapters as well if we have time. And then we're going to spend the second half of class just looking at what do you do when you have timed writing, when you don't have all the time in the world to write. And so those are our writing sprints. And so I'll give you some strategies on how to approach that. Again, I have that asynchronous alternative. And then I'm not really assigning this, but I did create an entire hour-long workshop on writing under pressure with under a time limit for the Writing Center, and I do have that video. And so if you're curious of watching the video, you can watch it. And then I also have a handout that I have given students in the past. So if you feel like you're particularly concerned about writing under a time limit, that's certainly there for you as an additional resource. But don't feel that you have to. If what you get on the Zoom Study Room gives you enough, then that's fine. And if after the Writing Sprint Zero you want to talk to me about it, you can kind of go back to that too. Okay. So just a reminder, the benchmark conference level 0 is due by Thursday, but again, you should sign up before that time. And I'm really looking forward to meeting with those of you I haven't met with already. So the big things for this week are all kind of here at the end of the week. So one of the things that I decided is I thought, I want to keep the Writing Center in terms of due date at the end of the week. I usually make it due on a Saturday, but I will give you a bonus power-up point. Every week I have a power-up point challenge, and your power-up point challenge is to actually get this done by Tuesday so that it's kind of out of the way and your focus can be on the metacognitive reading log and the writing sprint kind of towards the end of the week. And that way the three main ones aren't all at the same time. So if you can get this one done, say, over here on Tuesday, that would be terrific, and then that would give you more time to focus in on finishing up that metacognitive reading log by Thursday for chapters 10 through 18 and again, remember to chunk it up, right? Maybe 3 chapters in one sitting, probably no more than that. And then the very last thing we're doing this week is Writing Sprint 0. So I'm going to click on that. This is our first one. And if you're anxious about it, I want you to know that you will get full credit and an A as long as you write on topic and complete at least 500 words. Now I'm giving you 3 hours, 180 minutes. In an in-class class, this would have been 2 hours, but I wanted to give that extra time since you don't have me there kind of sitting with you. However, I do want to suggest that if you want, you might consider starting the writing sprint maybe a little bit before my office hours, maybe like 10 o'clock on a Friday. And then if you're getting stuck, from 10:30 to 11:30 that I have my drop-in office hours. And so you could drop into Zoom and ask me questions while you're working on the writing sprint. So that's not something that's required. I know I can't make it where everybody's taking the writing sprint at the same time because you all have different schedules and different life situations. So I just wanted to point that out, that I do have that drop-in Friday. So while it's not due till Saturday, if you take it on Friday morning, that would enable you to contact me if you're confused by the writing sprint or you get stuck. But if you write 500 words, they're vaguely on topic, I'm just going to give you credit for this first one because I really want it to be kind of a warm-up for the class. So I hope that helps you get a sense. This is a little bit longer still than I typically like, so in the future our welcomes will get even shorter.